everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ada and I'm a makeup artist and YouTuber based in Chicago. If this is your first time on this channel, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. So guys, today's video is going to be a very exciting one. Like, we're going to have fun today. It's a very chill video. I've seen a couple of videos like this online. I've tried and I thought to like do my own version of it. You know, it's called the first time tag, the first time you do certain things in life. So it's just going to be me reading out the questions for my phone and answering it for you guys. So it's going to be a very juicy one today. So you could grab yourself some snack because I'm going to be spilling a lot of tea in this video. By the way, guys, I have a little bit of snack in front of me so I can just munch on something while we have fun in this video. So I have some juice right in front of me and dough crunch. So we Nigerians call this chinchi. It's pretty much crunchy dough, just something to munch on while we have fun in today's video. So if that's something you'll be interested in, then do watch this video to the end. And if you are yet to subscribe, please guys, consider to subscribe and be a part of this family. And let's jump right into the video. So the first question is, first time I got into a fist fight. I've never been a fighter. Growing up, I used to see myself as someone who has mouth. I'd rather talk, like exchange words. I'm more confrontational, I guess, when I was much more younger. But now as I grow older, I kind of see myself like I'm more of like trying to avoid any form of drama. Back in the days, I used to love that's I want to know, why did you say? But now I give it space and I just move away. So I wouldn't say I'm a fighter. I'm more confrontational. I'm more vocal, but I don't fight. I can't remember myself being in a fight, like, no. So first time I got a speed ticket. So I started driving here in the United States. I wasn't driving in Nigeria before I got here. My husband taught me how to drive. And a speed ticket. I've never gotten a speed ticket. I only ran on red light once since I've been driving in 2019. Yeah, I've been driving since 2019, yes. And I only got a speed ticket once. And that's been it. No, not a speed ticket. I only ran on red light once, but I've never gotten a speed ticket. I'm pretty much, I can say I'm a safe driver, I guess. I've been driving since 2019 and this is 2021 and I've never gotten a speed ticket. So the next question is, when did you have your first sleepover? So sleepover is like you going over to a friend's house to sleep. And pretty much when we were younger, my parents, Nigerians don't believe in sleepover. Like Nigerians of those days who don't believe in sleepover. I don't believe there was ever a time I would tell my mom or my dad that, oh, I'm going to a friend's house to sleep. The first question is, what happened to your own house? Why do you want to go there and sleep? You know, my dad was a strict one. So sleepover is a thing I got to, like, I got to find out what sleepover is growing up now, like recently. Growing up back then, like with my parents, most especially my dad, there was nothing like a sleepover. Don't go to somebody else's house. Pretty much, you're not even allowed to go to somebody else's house, talk less of sleep there. Why? The first question is, why do you want to sleep in somebody else's house? So there was nothing like a sleepover for us growing up in Nigeria. And I'm sure most of you watching this video that Nigerians can relate to this because our parents were very much protective and they don't want us to be like, you know, they can't stand the fact that we are somewhere and they're not there with us. So my parents were that protective. They wouldn't even let us sleep anywhere, most especially when they are not there. When did you go to your first party? First party. Pretty much as kids, my parents always take us to like parties, church parties. So going to party by myself, maybe when I turned 17, maybe a friend's birthday party. But growing up, my parents always take us to parties. But talking about all by myself, maybe when I turned 17, and that was pretty much a friend's birthday party, and there was a curfew time. If my dad tell you, oh, by 4 o'clock you should be back, if you don't come back by that 4, you are in trouble. So it's best if you don't even go at all than you going and stay more than the time it gives you to come back. So the first party I attended by myself was a birthday party, a friend's birthday party, which I can't pretty much remember right now which of the friends' birthday party I attended, but it should be a birthday party. The first wedding I attended, maybe around the same age, 17, 18. I think that was the time I started going out by myself. Like, cause I started working at the age of 17. I started working at a very young age. So around that age was the time my parents were pretty much comfortable to leave me to go somewhere all by myself, because they knew I already was working and they knew I had some kind of I knew my way around a little bit. But at least at that age their mind were kind of relaxed, not scared of, oh, she's gonna get lost, and they will always pretty much call me and check on me, what's up, where are you, and stuff like that. So 17, 18 was around the age I started like going out and doing things all by myself. Okay, so the next question is the first time you ever got drunk. Get drunk. That question, I really can't remember the first time I got drunk, but like I said, 17, 18 was pretty much the age I started doing things like going out. I got my first job around 17. So pretty much around that age. I really can't remember exactly when, but it's safe to say it was around that time of my life, 17, 18. The first thing I do when I get home. Two things. When I get home, the first thing that goes off is my wig. I just yank it off and I throw it off, because I tend to wear a lot of wigs lately. I don't know, since I found wig, I've been a wig person. I just love my wigs, and if I'm not wearing wig, it will probably be my bra. We ladies just love to take off our bra and just have that, just feel relaxed. And you know, bras are very uncomfortable. If you don't know, bras are like something just trapping you around your body. So it's either I take off my wig if I'm wearing the wig first, or I take off my bra. So it's either a wig or a bra. Then the next question is the first thing I do every morning. So the first thing I do every morning, if it's a school day, as soon as I get off the bed, I say my morning prayer and I start getting the kids ready for school. But if it's a weekend, I pretty much get up like 6 o'clock. Around that time every day, I always have like something to do. Maybe get the kids ready for school, or just edit a video, because I love doing stuff around the house when the house is quiet. So either I get up early to get the kids ready for school if it's a school day, or I edit my video, or just prep something in the house. So around that 6 I'm up. But if it's a weekend, most times I could just, after saying my morning prayer, I just chill on the bed and go on social media and check Instagram and just be on my phone, reply messages, and maybe return calls from Nigeria or something like that. But if it's, I'm not getting the kids ready, I'm editing the video, or I'm on my phone, mostly weekends. But pretty much that's what I do in the morning. The first text I sent today, that would probably be my kids' family advocate. I texted her earlier today asking her about some information. So I'm a caller. I like to call. I tend to express myself over the phone, like over a conversation on the phone, other than text. So if you ask me if I'm a texter or caller, I would say I'm a caller. But the first person I texted today was my kids' family advocate. Yeah. So the next question is the first person you text when something exciting happens. That would be my husband, because he pretty much knows about everything. So he's the first person I tend to text or call. I hardly text him except when I know he can't talk at that time. I'd rather just pick up my phone and call him and share whatever news it is, be it good or bad. But my husband is the closest person to me, and is the one I pretty much share every type of news with, be it good or bad. The first person I pick up my phone to call is my husband. So the next question is my first YouTube video. So I started YouTube of November of 2020. The first video I uploaded was that intro. Like, I remember that morning I was so excited. It was about 3 a.m. in the morning and everybody was pretty much asleep. So I already recorded the video, I edited it, and it went up around 3 a.m. on the 1st of November of 2020. And I'm glad I did, because it was something I've always wanted to do. Yeah, so an introduction video was my first video on YouTube. The first time on a plane. The first time on the plane was when I was coming to America. Pretty much, I've never been on a plane all my life. And the first time was when I was coming to America. Yeah, my first tattoo. I don't have a tattoo. I've never had a tattoo. I don't have anything against tattoos, but I don't have one. My first piercing, and when did I get it? So apart from the first one, which like every child gets, so I have 2 other piercings on my ear, and I pretty much did that around when I was 19, and I did that by myself. I went to a store to get that done by myself. Like, then I used to be so crazy about having 3 earrings on your ear and stuff like that, and that was the only extra piercing I had. So I have 3 O's on this side and 3 O's on the other side, and that's it. And now I can't even remember when last I put a earring on this ear. Like, I liked it then. It's crazy how you love something at a point in your life. You find yourself to be like crazy over that thing, and at some point it doesn't even make sense to you anymore. Not like it doesn't make sense anymore, but I don't just find myself like going crazy about it. If it was probably now, I don't know, I just don't see any need for it. Like, why do I want to have 3 earrings on my hair? Like, I don't know, but back then it was a thing for me. Right now, it doesn't make sense anymore to me. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful when I see it on people. It looks good, but I don't see myself doing it. So the next question is my first job. So I started working at the age of 17. And my first job was at Tasty Fried Chicken in Festac. So I've always loved to be independent. I've always loved to do things for myself. Like, growing up, we didn't really have so much, and as soon as I was done with secondary school, which is like high school back in Nigeria, I think it was that same year I went to apply for this job, which was like a new restaurant that opened back then in Festac of Lagos State, Nigeria. I applied for the job. I was 17, yeah. And my first salary was 16,000 naira. I would never forget. That was big money to me as a back then. And I really loved the job. So I was a cashier in the front desk. So when customers come to buy food, so Tasty Fried Chicken was like a fast food restaurant. No, it was a fast food restaurant where they sell food. If you are in Nigeria or Lagos, you're familiar with this restaurant. So pretty much I just stand in the front there, attend to customers, serve them what they want. Pretty much like what they do in McDonald's, like just attend to customers, take their orders. And I really loved the job back then because it was my first job. I was proud of myself. It was something I enjoyed. All the customers loved me. My managers loved me, and pretty much they knew I was young. So for them to see this small fine girl working, everybody pretty much liked me. So that was my first job, and I'm glad I started working at a very young age. It just made me very exposed, and I got to be aware of so many things at a very young age, and that kind of really helped me to where I am today. There are so many things I did all by myself at a very young age. There are things pretty much people will be like, oh, my auntie, my uncle, or my parents did for me. For me, I did all by myself. So getting my first job was one of those things. When I think back at it, I'm very, very proud of myself. I'll probably insert a picture of me back in my uniform back then when I was in TFC, Tasty Fried Chicken. If I can find one. It's been a long time ago, but that was my first job and I'm proud of it. So the next question is my first internet activity. Probably that would be Facebook. Was it Facebook? I think it was Facebook. Back then, Facebook was a thing. But right now, I don't know. I just kind of see Facebook to be old school. I had to open a Facebook account recently again, and that's because of my business. So I can just post my work back there. But other than that, people were really into Facebook as of back then compared to now. So I guess my first internet activity was Facebook, meeting with friends, just getting to know people. And I had this horrible Facebook experience I'm probably going to share someday on this channel. But whenever I think of Facebook, I don't know, it's a place whereby it just brings back a memory. But I don't know, I'm not crazy about Facebook anymore. It's just there for my business and that's it. First time you were allowed to put on makeup, that would be probably around 10, 11, and that should be lip gloss. Yeah, I've always loved makeup, and lip gloss is just something every girl had then. We could pretty much buy it by ourselves. I think it was about 100 naira. I can't even remember, but it was those little ones you could just squeeze out and it comes out and it's so juicy, and you see our lips popping, So lip gloss was pretty much my first makeup product. My first broken bone. I've never had a broken bone before. I don't think I'm that. I don't know. I've never had a broken bone and I don't pray to have one. The first foreign country you ever visited, and that would be the United States. I've never been to any other country in my life apart from the United States. And the last question is the first time I ever got into trouble at home or at school. I think that should be at home. The one I can remember very well was when my dad got me a phone. My dad got me my first phone, which was this Nokia phone. I don't know, what is the name? Nokia 33. Is it 33? No. I can't even remember. Was it Nokia pretty much call and receive phone? Nokia is a very popular phone back in Nigeria. So I think he got me this phone and I was so excited about it, and I could remember doing midnight call. Midnight call. If you know what midnight call is, just leave a comment down below and tell me, oh yes, you know what midnight call is. So doing midnight call got me into my first big trouble at home with my dad. Like, I was excited about the phone, and at night I won't sleep. I'm always pressing the phone, maybe playing game or chatting with my friends then. And I think MTN was doing this midnight call, and you just be on phone. Your friend that you still see in school the next day, we were just on phone talking at night, and I don't know how my dad caught me, but that's a story for another day. I got into a very big trouble. My dad ended up seizing the phone. I got the beating of my life. And back then when I do something bad or my dad is not happy with me, he seizes my phone. He takes my phone away from me, and I'll cry, and I love that. Your first phone, I was so attached to that phone. Oh my God, growing up as kids, it was, thinking about it now is funny, but then, whew, you get a whooping for anything you do when you grow up in an African home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my own version of this first time tag, and pretty much with this type of video you tend to know me better and know my experience and kind of like a backstory of where I'm coming from and where I am today. If you would like to see more videos like this, just leave a comment down below, and if you have any video suggestion for me, video idea or video topics you want me to talk about, just leave it in the comment section. I reply to every comment. Thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel, and if you are yet to subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate you doing that for me, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.